Hey, how's it going? It's Ollie here. So, very warm welcome to another episode of Niche Spotlight. So, in today's video, we're going to be analysing a pretty interesting product. It's an inflatable airplane seat extender, and pretty simple idea. It's basically like an inflatable pillow that you put in between your seat and the seat in front of you on the plane, and use it as a footrest. Right? Pretty simple idea, pretty handy product actually for travel. And obviously, after pandemic has lifted, people are traveling a lot right now. So as you can imagine, this product has a lot of demand. So to analyze this product, we're going to be using the Smash Hit Product Research cheat sheet. If you want to use this cheat sheet to analyze products on Amazon, there's a link in the description where you can download it for free. Just enter your email, I'll email you the cheat sheet, and you can follow along and use this process to analyze products on Amazon yourself. So we're going to go to page 3, first of all, the cheat sheet, just to give you a quick recap of what we're looking at. There's 4 elements of the Smash Hit product radar, right? This helps us decide whether a product is going to make a lot of money on Amazon or lose us a lot of money on Amazon. It's obviously good to understand which of those two things is going to happen before we spend any money on products, right? So there's 4 things we want. We want high demand. We don't want to be selling products that, customers might want or there could be a demand for. We want to go where the money is, right? But we don't want there to be too much competition because it's difficult to compete in very competitive niches. So we want low competition as well as high demand. They're the 2 most important things really to start with. And then we want to make sure the product's low hassle. So, okay, the product might sell like crazy, but if 25% of your stock breaks in shipping, it's going to be a lot of hassle to deal with. Right? If you get billions of questions from customers and things, even though Amazon will be dealing with that, FBA, it could still be hassle if that leads to returns and stuff. You don't want breakages, you don't want electronics, you don't want stuff that can get you into legal problems. So we want a product that's low hassle. It sits there and basically just sells. And the final element is gap. We want a gap in the marketplace, right? Something where we can add value, something where we can do better than the other sellers. And we want an area where we can improve so customers have a reason to buy our product rather than all the other products in the marketplace. So the question is, does this niche, the airplane seat extender niche, actually have these requirements? Does it meet the requirements of the Smash Hit product radar? Let's have a look. We're going to go to page 4 of the cheat sheet. This is where I introduced the scoring system. Out of 100, we're going to measure how much of a smash hit opportunity this product is. So we're going to start with high demand. So what we want is 3 sellers making at least 3K a month. Right? If we can have that in this niche, then you will know this product is likely to sell because lots of sellers are making money, lots of customers are buying it, lots of designs work. It's not just one design that works. Plenty of different designs sell. And then your one's likely to sell as well. So does it have that? Well, I've loaded up AMZ Scout, which is my extension of choice. You can use anything, Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Amazal, Zonguru, whatever, but I like AMZ Scout. I'm sorting by revenue. So this is looking at all the products on this page that fall into this niche, the inflatable airplane seat extender niche. I've noticed that's American spelling because my virtual assistant who searched this for me, and she's based in the Philippines, she uses American spelling, but doesn't matter. Same thing. I think Amazon actually, when you put in a keyword with a slightly different spelling, Amazon searches for both keywords anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. Is there 3 sellers doing 3K a month? Yes. Right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sellers doing at least £3,000 a month. It looks like, maybe if we don't count this one actually, because it's not quite what we're looking for, the best performing product is making £16,872 a month on Amazon. So that says, well, you can make 16K selling this product per month. If seller's doing it, why can't you? In fact, you could probably make more if your product's better. So there's a lot of demand for this product. So really, you're going to have to give this a big tick. There's high demand, right? That means the first element here, the Smash Hit product radar, passed with flying colours, which is what we want. All right, so demand, looking good. What about competition, though? We want 5 or less established sellers. What does that mean? Well, obviously, the more sellers on Amazon that are established, that have been selling for a long time, that customers trust, the harder it's going to be for us to compete, right? So we really want 5 or less sellers with 500 reviews or more. If a seller has 500 reviews or more on their product, customers think, okay, that's got a lot of reviews, it must be good. The more of those sellers, the harder it is to compete. It's okay having a lot of sellers, a lot of competition, but if all the competition's got tons of reviews, it just makes your job harder. So we want 5 or less of those sellers. So I'm going to sort by reviews on AMZ Scout and have a look and see how many established sellers we have. So here's one. They've got 3,089 reviews. They're an established seller. Customers will look at that listing and be like, wow, okay, this has a good rating and it's 3,000 reviews. It's got to be a good product. They're going to err towards buying that, right? How many do we have though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 established sellers. So we want 5 or less, but there's 7. So unfortunately, it doesn't meet that criteria for the competition. How about brands? Are there any big brands in the niche? Well, obviously, if there is, let's say, I don't know, random brand, Nike, for example. I don't think they sell this product, but if they did and they were in the competitors, customers would probably go with Nike's product because, again, they trust that brand. Probably a lot more than a brand new seller like me or you, right? Just having like a one-person Amazon business importing products from China. They're much likely to buy it from Nike. So are there any big brands on page 1? To be honest, I don't recognize any of these brands at all. They all look like private label kind of brands. Nothing stands out to me. Nothing is a brand that I know, like a household name. So therefore, I'd say yes. There are no brands. So competition's looking a bit interesting. There are a few more established sellers that we want, but there's no brands. So yeah, it's not impossible to compete in this niche. We'll revisit that though in a second. What about low hassle? Now I've got 4 questions here for you to ask about the product to determine, is it easy enough to sell as an Amazon business owner for it not to be a hassle? Could you make it yourself? This is the first question I ask. Could you make it yourself? So obviously I'm not going to sit down and stitch together these pillows, inflatable pillows, or I don't know, they probably glue them, right? I have no idea, to be honest with you. But in theory, do you understand how it's constructed and could you make it? I think I could. If I really wanted to, I think I could make this. For example, I couldn't make an iPhone. Too complicated, way too many parts. I have no idea where to even start. But an inflatable pillow, yeah, I understand how it's constructed. The reason why we ask this question is because if you kind of understand how it's made, then the manufacturing process is quite easy and therefore there's not too much that could go wrong. So like a spatula, yes, I can make it. Complicated electronic, like AirPods Max or something like that, probably not. Right, so this one, yes, I can make it myself in theory. Not going to, but I could. Is it a low hassle category? Well, what are the low hassle categories? To give you a hint, home and kitchen is one. Let's have a look at what category this product is listed under. On the cheat sheet you're going to download, the low hassle categories are actually on there for you, for reference, by the way. Obviously, I know them, so it's okay. But if you want to find out what the low hassle category, well, what the category is for the product, click on the listing, go down to product information, and you'll see this is listed in home and kitchen, so it is a low hassle category. Okay? So yes. Is it seasonal? Well, people fly all throughout the year, probably more in the summer, but I mean, this is probably the low season for this pillow because right now it's March and it's selling really well. So it's not so seasonal that you're not going to make any sales in the low season. So I would say it's not seasonal. What about the dimensions? We want it to fit in a shoebox. We want it to be small, we want it to be light, easy to import, and again, low hassle. So how big is it? 19 by 12 by 8, that's fine. It'll probably fit in a shoebox. And it's 100 grams, which is very small, way under a kilogram, which is what we want. So yes, it meets the dimensions. So it's a pretty low hassle product, actually. What about gaps in the marketplace? Can we add value? Are there issues with the other products? And are there bundles on page 1? Let's have a look. So I've taken this product, which I believe is selling quite well. Okay, this one, actually a very bad example, not selling well at all. Let's pick a better one. Perhaps, it's interesting. Here it says it is selling well. I'm assuming AMZ Scout's being a little drunk. I'm going to give it another go. Here we are. Okay, cool. It is selling very well, this product. So let's have a look at the reviews and see what's wrong with it. Because if we can figure out what is wrong with it, we can figure out what the gap in the marketplace is where we can improve and offer a better product than this customer. So maybe click on like a 3-star review or something. They said it deflated very quick. Right, one deflated pretty quickly. Cool. All right. Not quite tall enough, says this person. Okay. Deflates fairly quickly. Not sure if the airline will accept them. Interesting. Not sure if we can really do anything about that. Bit of hassle. That's not what we want, right? Flight attendant didn't let us use it. Interesting. Okay, so the product may have a fundamental issue here, that some airlines don't let you use it. Okay, well, aside from that, it's still selling, so obviously some people must use it. But some people say it deflates, some people say it's not tall enough. So there are possibly some issues with the products in the marketplace that are selling well. So you could offer one that doesn't deflate so quick. Maybe it has thicker material, maybe it has a better, I don't know, what you call plug, right, so the air doesn't escape. There's ways to improve. What about bundles? So a bundle is where you offer the product, the main product, with another product with it as like a bonus. Are there bundles? Yes. I mean, this person is offering the product with a pouch, earplugs, and a sleeping mask. Really good travel kit, really good bundle actually. And I assume they're going to do well because they're offering more value than somebody just selling the product by itself. Right? So yes, there are bundles on page 1. Therefore, there's no bundles. Okay. So now we've got a bit of an overview of this niche. Let's go ahead and give it a score. What do we think? Well, the demand, I think, is very strong. If we look again, I mean, there's people making £16,000 a month selling this thing. Lots of established sellers. 3K sellers. And it's doing well. There's high demand. So out of 20, I'm going to give it a 17. I've seen higher, but it's strong. Well, that low competition, well, there wasn't 5 or less established sellers. But there were no brands. So for low competition, I'm going to give it a 13 out of 20. It's doable, but it's not ideal. We really want less than 5 or less established sellers. The lower the better. There's 8 or 7, I believe. Still can compete, but it's just going to be a little bit difficult, a little bit harder than there being, say, 2 or 3. What about low hassle? Well, it's very strong for low hassle. Definitely can make it yourself. Definitely low hassle category. Definitely not seasonal. Definitely small and light and easy to import. So I'd say maybe 18 out of 20. Probably 19 actually. Because I mean you can't really get any better than that. And what about the gap in the marketplace? There were issues. And there are also bundles on page 1. So if you wanted to offer a bundle, it would have to be better than the bundles that are available on page 1. So because of that, I'm going to give it a 15 out of 20 for gap. And finally, the last criteria for analysing a product is hunch. In other words, how do I feel about it? Is there anything I have noticed just based on experience and whether this would fit into my business that gives me a hunch about the product? It makes me feel a certain way. Maybe if I can move AMG Scout out of the way, we can assess this a little better. Start off with the price point. Okay, the price point's good. You know, £15, £20, that kind of price point. I mean, if you were to sell it for 18 quid, I'd probably aim to maybe make £5 or £4 profit per sale. So the price point's good. Could be an issue with it just not being allowed on certain airlines, but It's kind of up to the customer to check, I guess, but it might lead to some returns. The demand's looking very good. Competition is a little bit high. I think where you're really going to have an issue here is offering a better product than everybody else. The thing you'll need to do is make sure that your inflatable pillow stands out, because a lot of these kind of look the same. You notice the same design, just with different logos on, different bundles. I would offer a really different one, a lot taller, maybe a different color, maybe offer a set of two, or just do something different, and that's going to be your challenge in this niche, because there's a lot of copycat products here. So for that reason, for Hunch, I'm going to give this a 14 out of 20. I feel like there's opportunity. There's also some challenges. You're really going to have to fill the gap in the marketplace and do something better than everybody else. So what about a score out of 100? What are we going to give it? Well, 17 for high demand, 13 for low competition, 19 for low hassle, 15 for gap, 14 for Hunch. Gives us 78 out of 100. In other words, this is a pretty solid product. Definitely could be something to look into to import and launch on your Amazon account. There are issues. The competition's a bit higher than we want, but lots of people are making a lot of money selling this thing, and you could join them. So if you like this, there's a lot of links in the description. If you want to sign up for a masterclass with me, a live session, then there's a link for that. If you want to get the cheat sheet I use to analyze this product, there's a link for that. Tons of free stuff available for you in the description, so go have a look, and we'll catch up very soon. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to get some help launching your Amazon business, click the link below and you can book in your Amazon Accelerator call. What we'll do on this call is we'll talk about your goals first and get really clear on where you want to go, what kind of business you want to build, and where you want to live, how much you want to earn, all that kind of stuff. When we're clear on your goals, then we'll talk about where you're starting from right now. So how's your life at the moment? What's good about it? What's bad about it? What budget are you starting with? How much stuff have you done with Amazon so far? If it's nothing, that's fine. As long as we know where you're starting from, that's good. Then we can map out the steps it will take for you to get from where you're starting from now all the way to hitting the goal, right? And once we've done that, we'll get really clear on the plan for you to build it, and we can talk about how I can actually help you with that. I can actually help you research a product that will be way better than this product, right? I can help you get the products shipped from China using my product concierge service and into the Amazon warehouse. I can help you get a listing created to give your product the best chance and get it loads of sales as soon as it gets live on Amazon. And we can help you with the whole process. We can even give you one-to-one coaching. So if you want, click the link in the description, book in a call, we can have a chat. Can't wait to help you build your business. And I'll catch up very, very soon.